All right, here it is. We're live. What's going on, everybody? My name is Nicky Smokes, joined with Big Tone and Vic, and this is week 10 of Nicky Smoke Shop. And Big Tone, speaking of 10, did you go 0 for 10 last week?
Yeah, 0 for 6. 0 for 6.
Oh.
Tony touchdown. Worst week of the NFL season so far. And I wasn't even close. That's the worst part. Had Seattle over Baltimore. Didn't go down. Ugly week for me. I told you guys I was going to take some shots with some plays last week, like Christian Watson, guys like that. Just ugly offenses, and I took some of the offensive guys. Turns out getting good odds on them because they suck. Okay.
Yes, you're learning. You're learning.
No
this
one's
is good.
in the end zone. So hand up. That was my bad. I got some touchdown plays for this week, but fucking dog shit week for me. How'd you guys do?
Well, before we get into all that, Vic, you're a piece of shit. I just want to put that out there. You know, I love you, but you're a piece of shit. You know, the lines come out Tuesday. The first thing I see is Ravens -6. I'm like, okay, I put Ravens -6 right on my card. I listen to you and your spiel and your this and your research and your this and that and how you don't like the Ravens. Well, guess what? I don't give a fuck that you don't like the Ravens. I like the Ravens, and I flipped because of you, and it was the worst fucking bet on Sunday. That's not on me. That's on you. No more listening to you. When you speak and give your picks, I'm taking my headphones out.
I feel like you're jinxing me now because Big Tone self-proclaimed he was the sharpest on the show. He hasn't won a bet since then.
That's true.
You last week I go 2-1 on official plays. My only lose is the Seahawks. That's the one that you decided to flip on. Had you stayed with Baltimore, I feel like I sweep the board. And now you're yelling at me for the third week in a row, Tone. Keep track of that. That's 3 weeks in a row. And here I am. I was ready to come defend your Miami Dolphins right off the bat and say that maybe you got a little caught up in the hype of Frank the Tank making you feel like shit. Because the way I looked at that game was you just went toe-to-toe with the champs, and you literally shut them down for about 3 quarters.
And lost.
But they lost. But it was a scoop and score, right? Yep. And then it was only 14 points against that defense. I think Fangio's you're just a bitter Giant fan.
That's fair. I am a bitter Giants fan. I love Vic is the guy who writes the history books and just leaves pieces out. A scoop and a score counts. Jamar Chase catching the ball 15 times for 180 yards. Counts. All the shit counts. A guy missing a kick, it counts. It's part of the game. I get what you're saying.
It's a measuring stick.
Of the game. By the way, I meant to ask you, Nicky, did you see Tyreek Hill go up to Andy Reid before the game and just say, "Hey, coach, just wanted to say thanks for everything. I appreciate it." Andy Reid didn't say much. And then he went and talked to 15. He was like, "Hey, what's going on?" The Chiefs were not trying to fucking play buddy-buddy with Tyreek early.
They shouldn't. I don't know why Tyreek was on that bullshit either. Like, he should have had one mission: catch the ball, not fumble, and fucking win. We should have won that game. And I don't think the Dolphins are in trouble, to be honest with you, though. I think they're fine. Like, yes, look, they played the 2 teams that were in the Super Bowl last year on the road. And then they lost in Buffalo, which is that's what's supposed to happen in division games. You're supposed to win at home. So would I have liked to win one? Sure. Have we? No. But do I think this team could beat anyone in the league on any given Sunday? Yes, I still believe that. 1,000%.
All jokes aside, I think it's just if I'm a Dolphins fan, I want to play at home in the playoffs. You got to start winning some fucking football games so you can play at home, because weather is going to matter depending on where you go. I mean, maybe not, because Buffalo looks like trash, right? So it's going to be interesting to see.
But we're lucky because our schedule, 4 of our last 5 games are at home in Miami. So during that bad weather time, it's going to be 75 degrees out and sunny.
And favorable games. Yeah, no, I don't think Dolphins are going to be there. But you made a claim today on Healthy Debate. They're going to be playing for the Super Bowl. You stand by that, or are you just getting caught up in the moment there?
A little bit of both.
All right, fair enough.
I mean, look, dude, our defense has been amazing. Like, the last 2 weeks. Like, they're stepping up, and our offense hasn't stepped up.
If
we get both of those guys fucking playing together, I mean, it's over.
No,
players are coming back, and
Devon Achan's back after the bye. We got a bye week this week. We get healthy. Our O-line's been, they're made out of glass, but I don't want to make this the Dolphin show. This is the Pick'em show. Let's get into the gun to the head.
By the way, I'm 38% right now. Just because I know nobody else is keeping records.
I go. We're going gun to head, and
I'm
Vic's just like, yo, let me just plug in.
Yeah.
Like, why not wait? Why not wait till I'm like, Vic, what do you think is the absolute shithole game we have this Thursday night?
Well, no, because I'm
like trying to transition. No, you could just fucking host.
No, I can't. You do a great job, but I just want my 100 from you when I hit 55%. Go ahead now.
Okay. Vic's Vape Shop.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna call it. Vic's Vape Shop.
This is Nicky's Smoke Shop.
All right, gun to the head, please. You guys know how this is. I picked the ugliest games on the board, and we have to bet them. It was not hard picking these games. It's every single primetime game. Panthers Bears might be the worst game in NFL history. Jets Raiders, another dog shit Sunday night football game. Broncos Bills. I mean, just put a gun in my fucking head and kill me. I don't even want to pick these games. I'd rather be dead than watch these games. I don't know how they come up with the fucking schedule, but they're fucking terrible with it. I feel like every single week it's bad. It's terrible primetime games. But we'll start with the first one, which is tonight. The Bears are -3.5 against the Panthers. I don't know what's going on with Tone. Are you having like a heart attack over there? You got two hands on your head? You're scaring me.
These games suck. They just fucking suck.
I thought like someone said something to you, like, or your wife told you she's pregnant again. Like, I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
No babies over here. I'm looking at the list here. The Giants got the Cowboys. Tony Pollard hasn't scored since week 1 still. He might score 9 touchdowns versus the Giants. I'm melting down early. That's all.
Okay. All right. Panthers, Bears. Let's stay on track here, Big Tone.
Yeah.
What do you got?
So Panthers, Bears. Gross game, right? Gross game. But I'm going to take the Chicago Bears first half -2.5. Okay. I just read something on Sports Chat Place. They've led the first quarter, which is part of the first half, for 6 of the last 7 home games that they've had. So I'm going to take that. It's -2.5. I have the Bears first half there. Also, I think this is going to be a weird, gross game. Part of me said, is DJ Moore going to go ballistic again like he did against Washington in a primetime game? I don't know. Both these teams are pretty bad. It's later in the season. They're beat up. I think it's sloppy. I think this is where we get cute, guys, and we do a little sprinkle on both these defensive teams and special teams to score touchdowns. +650, +750. Young quarterbacks. Why not, right? So I'm going to take the Bears first half -2.5 and a little sprinkle on both special teams defenses to score. That's my first official pick. These games, this is like mopping a floor.
Wait, you made an official pick on this game?
This is not. No, I'm saying this is not going to be like, it's Thursday. These are official picks, baby. I'm putting them in.
I get that. Okay, yeah. I got you.
Yeah, I'm not going to just watch the game, but yeah, like I said,
you can't just watch this game unless you're on a Percocet and like a bottle of Hennessy.
But oh man, all right. Listen, that's what I'm going with. Bears first.
All right.
Two.
Shrimp Dick Vic, what do you got?
Listen, this is a good game, actually. Everyone's complaining about this game. I find a nice angle in it. You got Carolina Panthers last week, no show against the Colts. The reason that's a big deal to me is because the head coach for the Panthers this year, Frank Wright, was the coach last year for the Colts. So he went against his old team, and his old team stuck at them. His new team didn't have his fucking back. And Frank Wright, he's like NFL royalty. In case you don't know, 1993 playoffs, Houston Oilers. Houston Oilers, Buffalo Bills. I mean, if you think the Falcons Patriots comeback was bad, this was 38-3. The Bills were losing. And Frank Wright, not Jim Kelly, led them back. Frank Wright's a respected guy. They're going to come out. They're going to play hard tonight. You're not going to make a living in the NFL betting bad teams like the Bears laying 3.5 points. So I'm taking the 3.5 points, gun to my head, Panthers.
Wow.
+3.5.
I mean, I don't think you're going to make money betting on bad teams like the Bears or betting on bad teams like the Panthers. I feel like they both suck. But
you got to take points.
This game is so egregious and so bad that even if I were to bet the under, I would feel like a loser. I would get zero joy out of this game. So I'm going to take the over 38.5. Both teams stink. Bryce Young, not good. Maybe a couple pick sixes here and there. I think the Bears offense is okay, though. I think they're fairly decent. Bears at home, primetime football, a lot of turnovers, sloppy football. Might be an ugly game, but I like the over 38.5.
Can I give you guys a quick little thing that I read? This is just some matchup league facts. The Bears are ranked 32nd in the NFL in sacks this season. The Bears are ranked 32nd in the NFL in punt returns.
It's a lot of time.
The Panthers are ranked 32nd in the NFL in forced fumbles. The Panthers are ranked 32nd in the NFL in second quarter points given up. It's the other reason I like the first half. They're both just so gross. But only stat that jumped out to my head is that the Panthers are giving up almost 12 points every fucking second quarter. They're giving up an average of 28.5 points a game. I think this is a good spot for the Bears in a gross game. But I thought those were crazy.
I want to bring this comment up from Orlando. He said Bears have the Panthers' first pick, so beating Panthers will help them solidify the first pick. I agree with that. I think that's a fair point. But if you're on the Panthers, I kind of want to stick it to them. Like, I want to beat you and like make this pick as bad as possible.
Yeah, I want to find the bag of money. Doesn't happen.
Isn't this a win either way for them, win or lose? Right? Because they
not
both.
Really. I mean, like if the Bears win, that's good for the Panthers pick that they have.
Yeah.
If the Panthers win, that's just bad for the Bears all around. But no, because then their pick gets better. So yeah, they don't. Yeah.
But don't the Bears have the Panthers pick?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if they beat them, the pick is higher.
Yeah, I like.
But listen,
I don't think that shit plays anyway, though.
Not to switch lanes, but like, how far ahead is C.J. Stroud from Bryce Young?
Golly,
when they made the trade, I said I would take out a mortgage and bet that C.J. Stroud would be the first overall pick.
Oof.
Thank God I didn't, because it didn't hit. But I mean, it was the obvious fucking pick. Like what he did against Georgia was one of the best games I've ever seen in my entire life.
The Texans hoodwinked him, right? When he went to go do all the fucking combine stuff, they're like, this kid doesn't fucking understand anything. He's a dummy. He can't read the playbook. Just kidding. Whoop. And they backdoor little Joed him, and they fucking took his ass, you know?
The Texans are, for what the Texans were last year to what they are now, they're killing it. Like, I know they're not great. Them being 4-4 is very impressive. And that drive against the Bucs to win the game, like, that's some Tom Brady shit right there.
Yep.
But the next game we got another absolute shithole stinker, Jets Raiders. I'll start here.
Yeah.
I'll take the Jets. The Jets got absolutely cremated. No surprise. Vic was on the Jets. Big Tone was probably on the Jets. The whole world was on the Jets. I didn't see one person take the fucking Chargers except for me, but I didn't give it out as an official play, so I can't even brag about it. I'm taking the Jets here. Their defense is just way too good. I'm not a big believer in the Raiders. I think they stink. I think they peaked last week. We found the perfect spot with them. They're playing for a new head coach. That shit only lasts a week. I don't think it changes the whole season. I like the Jets in this spot and a bounce back.
Yeah. Last week I had Raiders. I said it was almost a legacy play, and I really wish I made it a legacy play, but that was a great spot. And just like that was a great spot, this is actually my first official pick this week. I'm taking the Jets +2 because I fucking hate myself, and I got to.
They're -1.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, then I'm outdated. All right, I'm still gonna lay it -1. I probably threw the money line. I would have liked to have gotten 2, but last week the Raiders celebrated like they won the Super Bowl. They were
smoking cigars and shit,
and pot too. There was definitely. I mean, I smoke cigars. I never blew cigar smoke out of my nose. So I don't know. So it was smoking a lot of things, but they were celebrating. And let's be honest. The Giants, I don't know if Tone wants to hear it, they fucking suck. Dabo can't coach. They're a mess. And they had a fucking backup quarterback because I don't know what happened. Daniel Jones dropped back. He fell down. He's out. And now and the Raiders got that win versus Tommy DeVito, a guy.
He's a disgrace to the heritage.
He is. And you know what? Shout out Don Bosco, New Jersey. Great fucking program. He's from high school. But
unreal.
But I don't understand how. But then when they let his, they took the fucking reins off him a little bit. He ended up finishing with some decent numbers. I get it; they were getting blown out. But the Raiders got that win against the shitty quarterback. Now, not saying Zach Wilson is fucking any better because Troy Aikman beat up on him pretty good for 3 hours.
What did he say? Because I honestly changed the channel at halftime. The game was
a lot. He just kept rip. Every time there was something that went wrong with the Jets, it was always blamed to Wilson. Whether it was a throw, he didn't put the throw in the right spot. He should have ran. He shouldn't have thrown. It was just too much. It was almost as if Zach Wilson fucked Troy Aikman's wife and just Aikman had it out for him to just beat up on him for 3 hours. He's not that fucking bad.
No, he's that fucking bad. That's don't do this again, Vic. You called Baker Mayfield Tom Brady earlier in the year.
He's not
Zach Wilson is dog
sucks.
shit.
But listen, look around the league. The quarterback play is awful. All over the league.
He's worse than almost all of them.
Dude, I just blew
name five quarterbacks. Name 5 quarterbacks that are better than Zach Wilson. I mean, that he's better than. That he's better than. That he's better
okay.
Than.
Anyone, Mark Rippon, the guy they just cut or whatever his fucking name is. He's
talking about starters.
He's talking about starters, Vic.
I don't know. I have to look at a list of teams slowly. And
yeah, that's how bad. That's how bad he is. You have to look at a fucking list.
But quarterback play in general is fucking bad. Like in general in the NFL, quarterback play is down. There used to be even the worst guys with Jay Cutler's, and now the worst guys don't even belong on rosters.
Would you rather have Dobbs or Wilson?
Dobbs is the fucking man. But Dobbs been the man.
He's the man, but I fucking hate him.
Me
Scrambling
too.
On 4th and 7 and fucking my bet. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, he'll fuck you. He came in for a Monday night when he was a rookie. And I think he was like a wide receiver he was drafted as. And they're like, we're going to play this kid Dobbs. And he covered that Monday night. And it was his rookie year. I think it was for Pittsburgh. Yeah. But like this guy's, he plays. Like, I don't know why Arizona got rid of him. They're you know.
Well, Kyler Murray's playing this week. They got a quarterback.
Oh, well, that's true. But still, they went last week with the other kid. He didn't look good at all.
Yeah, but they don't give a fuck.
They want to lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true, too. But I'm taking the Jets. I hate myself, but you know what? They got a defense. Raiders got fat off of a shitty quarterback last week, and they're going to have a rookie quarterback themselves going against that Jet D. And you know what? The Jets, Monday night, it was a bad fucking – they just came out too excited. They were fucking overrunning the punt coverage. That allowed the punt return for a touchdown. 2 guys overran that play. They just came out too hyped up. They got too caught in the moment. They knew it was a big game because Buffalo and Miami both lost, and they were right in the dick of things, and they fucking laid an egg. And now it's going to show balls to have to go back to the Jets again. If you're like me or Tone or whoever took the Jets last week, it sucks to have to bet this shit team and this shit quarterback twice in a row. But that's what I'm doing. Official play Jets -1.
Big Tone.
Yeah, good enough defense, obviously, for you to be able to say, all right, the defense alone can get it done against this particular Raiders team. But Antonio Pierce came in there. He had the I mean, I know it's the Giants, but they were just fired up. You heard Max Crosby talking after. Like, these guys are fucking juiced up to be playing right now, and they are capable of doing more on offense than the Jets are. So, gun to head, I'm going to go to the Raiders here, and a big part of it is because the Jets suck in November. The Jets have lost each of their last 5 November games as a road favorite versus AFC opponents. The Jets have failed to cover the spread 10 of their last 11 November games as the favorite against AFC opponents. The Jets have scored the first touchdown in 5 of the last 6 games against as favorites against the AFC, but they're just not a very good November team. We say it all the time. This is when big boy football comes around. I'm not saying the Raiders are playing big boy football, but what I'm saying is I still just don't trust Zach Wilson to get it done. I'm going to take a team who can put up more points offensively and is playing a little bit better defense and has a little more pep in their step. Gun to head, I'm taking the Raiders.
All right, and then the last game we got, Broncos on the road against the Buffalo Bills. Broncos back-to-back wins. The Bills, I mean, they're having an identity crisis right now. They're 5-4. This might be one of the easiest games that they have coming down the stretch because they play Dallas, they play the Chiefs, they play the Eagles, and most of those games are on the road. So the Bills need to figure it the fuck out. And I'm not saying that they will. Just because you have to figure it out doesn't mean that you will. And they're laying 7 points. I'll take the Broncos. I mean, it's an ugly pick. I'll probably look like an idiot for it. This is probably the game where the Bills like come in and it's Sunday night in Buffalo and everyone's jumping through tables and popping ecstasy pills and shit. And everyone's going fucking crazy. But fuck it. I'm not betting the Bills. I hate the Bills. Give me the Broncos +7.
Yeah, I agree. Go ahead, Tom. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I like this game Monday night because I want to see the line movement in this particular game. If this line moves up to 9, I'll take the Bills. If it stays right around 7, 7.5, 6.5, I'll probably take the Broncos. This Bills team, you want to talk about an identity crisis. Who, them, he, we, she, he. They don't know who the fuck they are. Are they no good idea. Offense? Are we throwing the digs? Are you not throwing the digs? Who's doing the play calling? Why doesn't Josh Allen run the fucking football? He's 9'4", 295 fucking pounds, and he's a dog. Why is the guy not running? The Buffalo Bills are the most infuriating team the last 4 fucking years because they're like the Yankees. It's like, what is going on here? And it's probably a slap in the face to call them the Yankees this year, but it has that feel of like they're kind of just not scary anymore. They're not bickering and they're vulnerable. I don't like this football team right now because I think Josh Allen's fucking hurt. And
he is. That's why he's not running around like crazy.
And that's the whole thing, right? So,
but he got hurt. He got hurt as well last year too when he fucked up his UCL, and he still went out there and played. It's starting to take a beat on Josh. Like you can't keep running him into the dirt. Like, he's the whole fucking team. The offensive line stinks. Their running backs are not good. They don't have a true number 2 wide receiver. I know Gabe Davis, he'll pop off once 1 week out of the 17 weeks of the season, 18 weeks of the season, but they don't really got anything over there. And the defense isn't what it used to be.
No, and then you get into where things are getting ugly, and now you're force feeding Diggs, or you're not giving them the ball enough because you don't want it to look like you're force feeding them. It's just a fucking train wreck over there. And for me, the Broncos, they're a gross team, but this seems like this is going to be the classic spot, right? I mean, what have the Bills lost? The last fucking 2, or they don't cover ever, right? So, I mean, for me, it's like the Bills just lost against Cincinnati. They barely fucking beat Tampa Bay. They lose to New England. They beat
the Giants.
They lost 5 straight against the number.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, this team, they really have not looked good. You could argue all fucking year. You know what I mean? And we talk about big boy football. This is going to be a very telling week for the Bills. If the number moves to around 9 and the Bills roll, okay, they're back in my good graces. But I think this is a Vegas line where everyone is going to smash the Bills, and the Broncos might win outright.
I would love nothing more than that. And you know what else I would love? Go ahead, Vic. It's your show.
No, go.
No, it's over now. Like when Tone finishes and I hear a word that I could use as a transition, I was going to just try to transition into it. No, Vic. I don't. It doesn't bother me.
I get excited because I might forget what I'm going to say in 3 seconds.
That's fine. So get it out. Everyone wants to. I love hearing you talk. It's my favorite thing. That's why
I like you transitions.
No, I want you to go. Please go.
Nah, I was just gonna say, go, Tone. I don't want. I'm getting.
I was gonna say this is like trying to mop a floor with a wet mop. You know.
Well, what are you supposed to use? A dry mop? I don't know. I didn't get that one. I was gonna agree.
Well, you didn't see me spill a beer on half court.
You're not mopping over at fucking Lucia's after a night shift. If the guys are sweating, you use a dry mop to mop the sweat.
Oh, yeah, sweat. Yeah. I didn't know we were talking about sweat. Where did that even come from?
All right, let's talk about official plays. Let's talk about.
No, wait, I want to tell you what I think about the Chiefs game.
Okay, tell me, please. Is it an official pick, or are you just
no?
The Chiefs aren't playing the fucking Broncos, Vic. They're playing Buffalo.
Broncos and Bills. The Bills were just talking. I didn't get.
I'd like to hear it.
Did you not give a pick?
Thank you, Tone. No, I didn't give a pick.
Okay, so that's my fault. So that's a good job for you calling me out. I'm an idiot. The floor is yours, Vic. Go. Please go, Vic. I just want
to say, I've been saying on this show, your show, clearly your show, for 2 months.
Our show.
Your show. We're just a part of it. We're a part of it. Listen, 2 months I've been saying the Bills, and somebody wrote a good article at Barstool about Buffalo being frauds. Oh, that was you. That's right. How could I forget? They are. And whenever the going gets tough, they just start chucking the fucking ball. It's like street football, sewer to sewer shit. Like, they have no patience on offense. I think they need a new coach. I think Josh Allen is hurt. And it happens to all running quarterbacks. It doesn't matter if you're 6'5", 250. You take enough hits, you're gonna fucking slow down. I think that's exactly what's happening.
He's reckless, though.
Of course he is.
Reckless.
And he's a slob with the ball. And
throws an interception every week. He's minus 180 to throw a pick every week.
Insane.
But that's free money.
I know, but I can't do that. What a way to watch a game, too, fucking hoping the guy throws a pick every time.
It's the
like
best.
You got to fire it
especially when you hate the team. It's the best.
I know you hate that.
He doesn't
they're going to
lose soon. He's going to be fucking.
You said they're going to lose outright?
Monday night. I think they could lose this game outright. Listen, they put a hurting on Tampa. You already know Tampa's a decent team. They're not the worst, whatever. And then they fucking manhandled not Tampa, Green Bay. They beat them by 2. That's not that great of it, but they manhandled the Chiefs. And I think Peyton's got them believing. And after all those losses in a row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight spread losses, Denver, they're due to fucking pump it up. They could cover 3 in a row. I think they could win this one outright. Why the fuck not?
If they win outright, I'll get naked on live.
I mean, listen, the Miami's got to worry about the Jets in the division, not Buffalo. Buffalo's a team that's ready to implode. Listen, one more bad loss and Diggs doesn't get the ball and Allen looks like a slop. It's going to be there's going to be war in the locker room. You can't win like that. You know that.
I love that. All right, official pick time. Finally, I'll get the ball rolling here. I'm taking the Steelers-Packers under 38.5 points. I think Jordan Love is 1-10 to the under or something egregious like that, 1-9. He can't score fucking points. This Steelers defense is real. Packers defense, they're all right, but the Steelers can't move the ball. I mean, Kenny Pickett, Trubisky, whoever the fuck's playing, they both suck. Najee Harris, he sucks. George Pickens, Deontay, they're dogs. I'll give them their credit, but I don't think they're going to sit here and light this fucking game up. I love the under 38.5.
There was the video leaked of what was it? Deontay Johnson scored his first touchdown in like 100 games or something.
Yeah, like
Pickens,
20 games.
Pickens didn't even go 20. I know what I say 100. That's not even normal. And Pickens didn't even go celebrate with him. He just I know I come out with these wild things.
Pickens is like the most selfish guy on that team.
Of course, all receivers they're divas, you know. But I like that pick. Good pick.
I don't know if I like it. If you like it, can you say you don't like it?
No, I don't like it. It's fucking gonna be a shootout, right, probably.
Perfect. Thank you. What's your first play?
I gave you the Jets already. I'm making that an official play, and I'll give you my second one. Then I'll save one for late. I'm gonna take the Vikings.
Wow.
Yeah, listen, it's still November, right? It's a division home dog. I love division home dogs in November, and I just like the spark that this kid Dobbs brought. I just think he could do more than Cousins can do. I mean, Cousins is a quarterback, a leader.
What? You say some outrageous shit.
Tell me, yes or no, Nick, that he can run like Dobbs, Kirk Cousins.
You think Dobbs could throw and play the quarterback position better than Kirk fucking Cousins?
I didn't say that.
You said he could do more. He could scramble. Big fucking deal.
Well, that opens the playbook. You could start rolling out. You could start doing RPOs.
Kirk Cousins can roll out, bro. He's not 85 years old with two broken knees.
He doesn't want to do that. He's not good mobile.
Vic's like the guy when she tells you it's big. He's like, yeah. He believes her, you know. Like,
listen,
you're the biggest I've ever been with. You're right.
He didn't.
Goddamn right.
He didn't spark that team. He didn't spark that team. Last week.
He did.
And this is a team. They're right there for the division. I have numbers.
You know what, though, Vic? I'm surprised because you and I do think similarly when we talk about gambling. Like, I can see last week you liking this Dobbs spot because it seems like a spot that people aren't going to like. You would think, all right, it's 1 week. Everything's going to settle back down. He's going to get slapped in the face. I'm shocked to see you think you're going to be with Dobbs here. Or your brother.
I love a division home dog more than I love a medium rare steak. Like this is, and the record, they're right there. What are they, 6-4? And the Lions is 6-3. They're right there. Or they could move to 6-4. They're right there. And this was a team that won a bunch of games last year. So coming into the year, it wasn't like, oh, we had low expectations and like we're just happy we're winning some games. Like they were thinking Super Bowl playoffs again, you know? And then to go out and get Dobbs, to do that, not to just sit like a dead duck and use Manny and whoever else they had, to just go get Dobbs proves that, hey, listen, we still have expectations to make the playoffs. Let this kid play. He looks like he could ball. I like him, Dobbs. He could do things.
Big Tone.
I got a couple too. So the first one I'm going to give out is I'm taking Houston. They're getting. I think I've seen that 6.5, 7. They're playing Cincinnati at Cincinnati. Okay, This is going to be, in my opinion, like everyone kind of panicked about Cincinnati. They've rattled off 5 in a row. They just beat a Buffalo team that we thought
dominated them too.
I thought that Buffalo team was better last week. We figured out they're not very good, and it looks like Cincinnati is rounding right back into form. I think this is a perfect fucking spot for a fucking 27-24 win Cincinnati. I can see Cincinnati winning this, but this is honestly, not to bring it back to the Giants, but this is what I thought was happening with the Giants. A brand new coach, a quarterback we just signed. That's what the Houston Texans have. And as far as Dallas and the state of Texas is concerned, that state's up for fucking grabs because Dallas hasn't won since Vic and I were in fucking short pants. This fucking team sucks. And the Texans are real. Their coach is real. DeMeco Ryan's got the guys fired up. They're figuring shit out each week. And this kid is real. Do you think he's not going to be jacked the fuck up to play Joey Burrow and that LSU fucking blood that he's got running through him? This is going to be probably one of the best games of the week. I'm all over Houston. This will also be a monster Cincinnati public favorite play. Give me Houston money line and give me Houston points.
Wow, I like that. I also like the over, but I know Jamar Chase is kind of banged up a little bit, so I kind of want to see how that goes, but I think that game's going to be a shootout, but I like your pick as well.
Balling.
All right, so my next official play, I love the Browns plus 6.5. I faded the Ravens last week. I know I told Vic earlier that I like the Ravens, and I do, but it's November. It's Smash Mouth football time. The total is 38.5 points. This is not going to be a shootout. This is going to be an absolute dogfight. And if you're going to give me almost a touchdown when the total is 38.5 in a division game, I'm going to run with it every single time. I love the Browns, and I love all my picks so much that as you guys are talking, I'm going to bet all of them right now, and it's the only games I'm going to bet this whole week.
I like that, Nicky. That's good discipline.
And might I add real quick. So when the Bengals played the Bills, I deposited $20 to put it on Tyler Boyd to score the first touchdown, but I didn't hit the submit button. I just hit the deposit button. So I basically had like a free $20. So every night I do a $1 12-team college basketball parlay, and it's like $1 to win $8,000. And I missed it by 2 legs.
Oh my God.
It'll happen. If you stick with it, it'll happen.
That's good, right? Because Joe Mixon scored. Boyd didn't score that game, right?
Yeah, so it was fine.
Yeah. Cool. I love when that happens.
I like that.
What's the next pick, Tom? Because Vic already gave out 2.
I just want to just jump in with the Texans. I don't want to pat myself on the back, but I did say, and you guys both laughed at me in week 2, that C.J. Stroud stood up on the podium and said that he wants people to start wearing Texan shit and respect the Texans more. I know, and everyone laughed like you laughed. No, I said it. I said it. And
I'm not laughing at what you were saying. I'm laughing at how you say it. Like,
I know.
I
don't know how else to say it.
No.
But listen, wouldn't you wish you had him on the Giants?
Absolutely. Kid's an absolute rocket. I mean, he's an absolute stud out there.
Why don't the Giants draft guys like that? We always draft morons. You remember Dave Brown from Duke?
Listen, number 5. Thibodeau's good. Okay, we don't need to make this a Giants thing, but Thibodeau's good. We're figuring things out. We're going to be.
No, they need a real quarterback. Like even Miami got lucky by taking Tua because they could have got stuck with the other Alabama shithead Mac Jones.
I'll tell you what's lucky is Kansas City, the Finns, and the Eagles all having bye weeks this week is so big for those teams because they're 3 of the best teams in the league. They all got some figuring out to do. Kansas City just turns the ball over a ton, and no one's talking about it. Like, they turn it over every goddamn week. When you said Josh Allen throws a pick every week, it reminded me of it. Like, that to me is something to look out for. Vic, did you give out another official pick, or you got one?
I have one
he's
more.
already too deep.
Go.
Wait, did you give your second one, Tone?
No. So my second.
All right, give me your second one first.
My second one's going to be the Chargers over Detroit. Okay, I'm going to take the Chargers.
Wow.
I'll probably kick myself, right? I do this every fucking time with the Chargers. Every time I start to like the Chargers, they let me down. I'm never on the right side of the Chargers. I still believe in this Detroit team, but this Detroit team's had some holes in the last few weeks. And this Chargers team, I'm going to take at home at 4:00, getting the 3.
All right, so that's your second one. All right, so I'll start the third one. All right, Falcons, Cardinals, over 42.5 points. Tyler Heineke, gunslinger. He's going to turn the ball over. Kyler Murray on the field. He's going to keep plays alive. I think this total's a little low at 42.5. I'd probably have it at like 45.5, maybe 46. I can see this being a shootout. I definitely see a lot of turnovers in this game. I like both quarterbacks because they're reckless, and if you're reckless, you're either going to score a lot or turn it over a lot. So I love the over 42.5.
I like that.
That's a good point.
I'll
give my last play since my last play is the Cincinnati Bengals -6.5 after Big Toe went all out. And I said I love C.J. Stroud. But listen, everyone's drinking the C.J. Stroud Kool-Aid right now. He had a huge game. Everyone saw it. Everyone's hyped up for them. But I've been watching the Bengals closely now, and they're ready to go on a fucking roll. Like, they're ready to tell me a team in the AFC besides Miami, and I'm not just saying that to be nice to Nicky, but a team in the AFC besides Miami that they can't beat. They can beat anyone in the AFC. They're probably better than anyone. So I think they're ready to go on a roll. 6.5 doesn't scare me. I think Texans regress from last week's big emotional win because they were kind of getting beat up a little bit in that game. But Bengals are going to roll. They've been on a roll. Chased it in practice today. I know that. But I think it's just next man up mentality right now. They look like they're just ready to explode. So I'm on the Bengals -6.5 is my third play. Vikings +3, Bengals Vikings +3, Bengals -6.5, Jets -1. Those are my 3.
I like it.
I think the Ravens can give them a game. You know, the Ravens have shown that they're probably one of the better teams in the league too, in the AFC, in the same division, obviously. So I'm a Cincy guy too.
True.
I just think this is a good spot for Houston. The next official play is touchdown, Tony touchdown.
Wow, finally.
We gave you plays last Thursday that hit. I gave you the plays on Thursday. I gave you Derrick Henry. I gave you Najee Harris. They both scored. And then we puked on ourselves the rest of the weekend, okay? It's back to Thursday. We gave you the picks earlier for Thursday. What I really like this week, San Francisco goes to Jacksonville. I'm going to take Ayuk and I'm going to take Calvin Ridley both to score a touchdown in that game. I also love the over in this game. I think this is a get-right game for San Fran against a good football team. I also like San Francisco in this game. I'm going to take San Francisco official play, Ridley and Ayuk to score. Those are my last official plays for the week.
All right, so I got two more. I'll be quick then. I got the Titans over the Bucks. Titans, I said they were going to get humiliated by Pittsburgh. It was a tough game, short week. Everyone was high. They had to go into Pittsburgh, who I think has the best defense in the NFL. Now they're going to Tampa. Tampa's very limited. Like, their offense is not good. Baker Mayfield, Vic, is not Tom Brady. I hate to break it to you. He's not good.
He's not.
He's terrible. And I think the Titans, they're just able to do more on offense. They got more weapons. Vrabel's an underdog. Technically, they're only +1, but he's an underdog. So I'm going to fucking bet them blind. I don't give a fuck. And I'm also going to take the Jets with you, Vic. -1. I think the defense goes out there. They take care of business. And I think we all sweep the board.
I'm adding Tennessee.
I do too. I love my 3.
I'm adding
that. Sold them on Tennessee.
That's fine. That's fine. As long as we're not all on Tennessee on the video, that's fine. Now, you can text me in the chat that you're going to take them, and that's fine, Vic.
Fuck it. I'm on Tennessee. No, I'm only kidding.
No, you got plenty of bets in.
I'm in. I'm good. I got my plays. I'm the only guy fired up to watch the Bears.
I think it's important. I think it's important to note we are getting to big boy football. Weather's cooling down. It's November. The cream always rises to the top. We're going to see these better teams, these better coaches. It's about to get real fucking crazy out here. So we got to implement some discipline. We don't got to bet every game, boys. We don't have to.
But we will.
We're gonna probably
we'll probably get crushed on Saturday football, and then we'll be like, oh fuck, I don't have enough games to make my money back.
The object is to just make one normal bet, and then the rest of them have to be where it does not affect your main bet. And if you love 2 games, this is my philosophy. If you love 2 games and you're a $100 a game better, split the unit, 50 a game. I mean, you don't want to get fucking knocked out in November.
That's
everyone's
like
gambling and you're fucking
women.
broke.
You can't fucking do it. You can't. That's like loving 2 women.
Says the guy who bet 17 people to score a touchdown on a Sunday. I make a parlay. But I make the bet for props. I don't even know what the fuck's going on. If my guy's doing good, I got to look at my phone and I got to look at the FanDuel green line to see if I'm doing good or not.
Not touchdowns are easy, man. Touchdowns are easy.
I don't know who's got them. I lock in on a game and that's it. I want one game at a time and I want to fucking hit it, you know?
Listen, I'll give you, I know we're going to wrap up here, but I will tip my cap to you. Vic texted us. He said, Tom, I'm sorry, but I'm fucking sending it in on the Raiders this week. And it was a heady play. And Vic, don't apologize, because my own brother, my own fucking blood is just like you. He texted me today. He's like, the Giants are going to get fucking skull fucked this week. He goes, it's
17 and a half.
Come up often. I was like, I can't do it, you know? So,
no, this is the week to bet them. Bet the Giants this week. 17 and a half is not normal. And it's revenge game since Dallas beat them. And who knows, Dallas could be looking ahead.
Yeah, really.
I don't bet the Giants. I don't bet with my heart.
All right. Well, those are the official plays for the week. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next week. And tell your mother I said hello.